Welcome! This video is to demonstrate the installation for the retractable screen for the aluminum stacking door. First, unpack the screen kit components. Before assembly, check the door frame to ensure it has been installed properly and everything is secured properly. The screen door will always be installed on the interior side of the frame. For more detailed information, refer to the drawings in your screen door installation instructions. With the screen assembly lying on the ground, insert the handle up to the center of the screen assembly, applying the handle so it is appropriate to the slide direction. Next, slide the springs into the adjustment block. Then insert these pieces into the bottom of the door. After these pieces have been inserted, pull down the roller guide and insert it into the friction block, and then insert the friction block into the springs and into the lead stile. Then loosely apply the screws using an Allen wrench. Now insert the mesh retainer by placing the parts to the top and bottom of the lead stile on the opposite sides of the roller guides. Next, carefully remove the wrapping around the screen assembly and make sure it's tightly compressed. Wrap masking tape around several parts of the screen to ensure it doesn't move during installation. Now insert the screen assembly into the sill track while holding it at an angle. Now carefully stand the screen assembly up to an upright position and line it up so it's captured by the head track as you stand it up. When in the fully upright position and captured by the head track, carefully slide the screen assembly over to the jamb assembly and push it into the jamb until it snaps into place. From there, first align the cords on individual rollers and then align all cords on the end rollers. It's important to make sure the cords are not twisted or tangled during this process. Now that the assembly is attached to the jamb, place the A side of the cassette assembly into the bottom channel. Then rotate the assembly inward and then pivot the piece onto its back so it's within the sill track of the frame. Slide the cassette assembly towards the lock jamb side. After that, insert the Phillips head screw into the hole on the B side of the cassette assembly. Now we'll install the top track cassette. First, place the cassette into the head track. Once that is in place, snap the top cassette assembly into the head track. Slide the cassette assembly towards the lock jamb side just like you did for the bottom. Secure it to the head track by inserting the Phillips head screw into the hole on the B side of the cassette assembly. Then take an Allen wrench and tighten the cord anchors. Make sure the screen assembly is tightly compressed. Slide the cord anchors to take up the slack and stretch a bit further. Now we'll prepare the handlebar. Insert the end caps into the top and bottom of the cassette assembly. Remove the masking tape from the screen assembly and angle the handlebar in, bottom first, much like you did with the screen assembly, until it snaps in. To adjust the handlebar if you have a gap at the top, increase the tension at the top and release the tension at the bottom. If you have a gap at the bottom, release the tension at the top and increase the tension at the bottom. To raise or lower the entire screen at one time, tighten and/or loosen the springs at the top and bottom of the screen that you installed at the beginning of this process. Make sure the channel is free of dirt and debris. Then check that the screen slides freely from side to side and meets at the jamb. Next, we'll install the channel covers. Lift the handlebar and then squeeze the cover beneath the cords and handlebar, but over the channel. The cords should be exposed and visible on the top surface of the cover when correctly installed, and the bottom channel should be covered. Finally, we'll fit the handlebar trim. Measure the length between the handlebar and the spring adjustment pieces at the top and bottom, respectively. After cutting the trim to your measurements, squeeze the trim and insert into the channel. Repeat this process with the other side. Congratulations! You've now installed the Series 600 multi-slide retractable screen.